What is up, everybody? Dude Comedy, episode 203. I feel like I have been deceived by somebody on the show.
Deceived?
Deceived, befriended.
What's deceived?
Like
Befriended is I wanted to become your friend.
Oh, well, the opposite of unfriended.
By who?
One particular person
Who
on this show.
unfriended
One particular person not named Burns.
I unfriended you?
Yep, because you deceived me, so I unfriended you.
Oh. Let's
Fucking
hear about
Bird Box. Suck dick. Everybody's talking about that shit. I don't know why it's a massive meme, because the movie fucking sucked. Defend yourself on why you told me it was good.
it. I thought it was a good movie with a dumb ending.
But doesn't a dumb ending contradict the whole movie?
To defend myself, all right, Thursday Night Football. It's not the Super Bowl. It's not a playoff game. It's a game. You got to watch something, right? You're watching it. Everyone's telling you to watch it. You got the game on. 3/4 of the game have been fairly entertaining. It's a shootout. It's 35-34 going into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter shows up. It just sucks. Does that make it a dumb game? Are you mad at me for telling you to watch Thursday Night Football when nothing else is on?
I think that's a live sporting event is different than an orchestrated
Let's
video.
go with, what about a TV series? Dexter.
It's a
Dexter,
free.
Good. Dexter, good for like 6 seasons.
Hey, it doesn't matter if it's free.
But I'm
thing
saying, like, if Thursday Night Football isn't the Super Bowl, but you got to watch something. Netflix original movie. It wasn't bad until the end.
No, I will say that if I didn't see the end, I would be like, wow, this is fucking awesome because I want to know what is going on. Right?
Yeah, but what happened is they had to scrap the original ending because Netflix wouldn't
Well, I
show
know
it.
the original ending of the book was they gouged their eyes out so they would never see these monsters. Or whatever it is.
They don't even tell you what it is.
Well, apparently it's supposed to be monsters because I guess there's an extra footage where it was like a weird looking green monster. The dude, I mean, there's just so many question marks in the movie. Like the dude who infiltrates their house, who
that
only
guy's
get
the
to
worst, man.
decide when he was a monster guy. Like, because his eyes weren't fucked up when he came in, so he could interchange those eyes.
No, the monsters don't affect people who have mental disabilities, is what the people are saying, like crazy people already. Like he was a psychopath already.
No, I know that, but I mean, he was a weird guy. But how could he was infected though? Correct?
I don't know.
Yeah, because his eyes changed once he went into infected mode. You know, so he was able to alternate his eyes between. So now they can't even tell who's in. That's why it was just stupid. Let alone they didn't show what is going on. But the ending was just fucking stupid because they've already shown that people infected can shoot and kill people. Like what happened to the. Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry. So like what happened to the black dude? They were attacked by 6 people driving around in a car that can shoot people. So what's stopping? I mean, they acted like just showing up to this blind place was just like the savior basically. When why could the 6 people not roll up and now they get to shoot blind people? Like that's it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But they acted like the movie just kind of left so many loose ends that just didn't make sense. Okay. I would have been okay if they didn't show the monster, and there's plenty of movies out there that don't show it. But the way they kind of went with it, like it just ended, I guess the word's anticlimactic, where it was just like, hey, we just found this school for the blind. Now we're fucking
I even
good.
texted Ken after when I was done with it, and I was like, was there more to this ending that I missed? Like I never sat here and said, hey, you got to watch this.
Yeah, no,
ultimate
you didn't
ending.
want to spoil it for me. I get it.
Yeah, but if I would have said you're gonna really hate the ending, and then you were watching it, you would have been sitting there the whole time being like, Colby said I'm gonna hate this ending. That's why I just sat there and I was like, well, just finish it,
Yeah,
man.
no.
It's almost like to defend it in another way is like Burns said with the TV show. Like we'll use Walking Dead for an example. Like you know that there's no real payoff that you can get that will make everyone happy. Like in Bird Box, if they all died, there would be a majority of people who were just like, well, that was a dumb ending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I completely get though where I did lead you on thinking that it was going to be like better than it was, but the movie overall was good until the end.
Exactly. I thought the movie was great, but I feel like the greater the movie was as it went on, like I needed to know at least something. Like, was this some
No, I get that.
type of like government attack? At the beginning of the movie, you know, somebody did say that this is, you know, actually the Cyrus the Virus guy from Con Air, he did say, he's like, this is you know, this is a like a gas attack, you know, whatever that attacks somebody's nerve. So I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. So I wasn't necessarily looking for the perfect answer, but the ending was just like, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, but to defend myself, it was a free Netflix movie that has created a ton of good memes.
It has, but I don't understand though. It's just weird how because a normal like movie like that doesn't just turn into a meme. You know, I was like, it's a good movie, but it's a movie that just leaves you. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, you know, like. And that, like, does, like, when they see the monster, does it show them their worst fear and that's why they kill themselves? Like, is it just something like the happening that just makes them kill themselves? There's just so many fucking questions.
It would be sick. Netflix should take this model, and they would have been sick if they, like, when she got in the boat, if they just, like, ended it. And it was, like, Bird Box 2 coming soon, like,
That
next
would have
year.
been sweet, yeah. What about have you guys watched the interactive movie yet, Bandersnatch?
No, I want to.
How does it work? Like, you just like use your remote to pick choices, or the way the movie...
I want to say Final Destination did that sort of back when you had like a DVD menu that could pop up on the bottom.
Yeah.
And they did that, but I don't know how this one will work because a lot of people are like streaming on their phone. Maybe you can just click.
What platform is it on?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, just like, you know how you can skip the intro in a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
So it's probably just the same concept for that.
And I would assume the phone works the same way, like with just pops up a little thing like, where do you want to go?
I'm a big fan of Black Mirror, so I'm interested in seeing what it's all about.
Yeah, I watched a handful of them, but, you know, I just kind of tapered off. So people used to actually do that on YouTube. I think Jimmy has done it before where when you used to, I don't think you can have annotations anymore, but you used to be able to have annotations and you would just like pick your destiny basically, or like pick your choices. And I think Jimmy used to do that with like 100 videos.
Yeah.
Jeez. So now those videos are all worthless because you can't click annotations anymore?
Yeah, I believe they got rid of annotations unless they changed their mind on that.
Oh, speaking of changing your mind, 20 minutes of Instagram update got trending, and it was worldwide meme as well.
And then Instagram was like, it was a bug.
Yeah, it was a bug. And but what's funny is everyone knows that it wasn't like a bug, but they probably didn't mean to roll it out like the way they did. But it was just funny how quick they can be like,
Isn't it weird that, you know, like changes that are made on social media, no matter what, everybody fucking hates them. Like,
every time. Because people get used to, but the ones that end up staying in place, you just get used to them and then they change them again and you're like, this is bad.
yeah.
When Instagram added stories, everyone hated it. Now it's more popular than Snapchat.
Yeah, exactly. But it's when they try to like change like the main function, like because what they try to do is they try to change the main feed where instead of scrolling, you just swipe and stuff like a story, right?
Yeah, which would be stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
That
just
being
some of the
said,
you know,
over time,
somebody
it
probably
would
put
be
1,000 hours into creating that model, and it just
We talked about that for the Snapchat update like 50 episodes ago, and I was like, can you imagine you've been going to these meetings and showing off your hard work for months, and everyone's been praising you, and then you release it, and it's just like.
Now that I think about like, you know, social media platforms that have made changes, Twitter hasn't really done anything that I've hated, I don't think.
No, they're smart about what it, and
They
they've
added
been
characters. They got rid of like the like button. Now it's, or what was it before? Favorite. They got changed favorite into likes.
You can switch your feedback to where you can get it chronological with just a tap of a button.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I like that because
Yeah.
I'll like log on and be like, why am I seeing stuff from like 4 hours ago?
Yeah, you go to your I think it's just on the right side. You go to your profile, and then you go to settings, privacy, and then you go to content preferences, and then it's right? Is that what it is, Burns? Maybe that's not that one.
I don't know.
Out of Twitter, I hate Twitter the most by far.
It's convenient for like getting instant updates.
Yeah, but the thing is, I use it a lot. I don't use it. I never like really post on it or anything.
I don't really post a whole lot, but or I don't like retweet things. I just kind of browse it.
I follow a lot of sports people on there, so that's where I get a lot of my. I don't watch ESPN anymore.
It's crazy how like you got from like you want to if there's like sports news you would have to like get it at like the evening sports center. And now you just get it the second it happens.
Oh man, and it's funny too. You say that because we were talking the other day about like football highlights.
Yeah.
When you used to watch games 5-6 years ago, you would watch like the CBS game. It'd be Jets versus Broncos, and you would be like, I have to watch this dumbass game, but you would watch it for the in-game breaks and the halftime show to hope that you would see one of your fantasy guys or something.
You get it like instantly.
Yeah.
Now
like,
I really thought about that.
For like NHL, they used to have this this girl she was just a random Twitter user called like NHL Gifts Girl, where she would pull like highlights from her like NHL on the go app, and she would post like every goal that happened that night like instantly. She would just pull the GIF of it, and then the NHL hired her.
That's tight.
Yeah, they hired her to do that. So I just follow her, and like after the goal scored, like 3 seconds later, she has the highlight.
That's like House of Highlights with the NBA. House of Highlights is like a huge Instagram account now, and I think the NBA just like partnered with him.
Speaking of being hot, so who was that? You, Colby, that got on the Dude Comedy Twitter and tweeted at that fucking like porn star?
Yeah, the girl from my high school. I'm trying to get her on.
Oh, that's a girl.
Yeah, she went to my high school.
Did she ever respond?
No, but somebody who's a mutual friend and fan of the show has her phone number and is gonna text her for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, because
I just want to bring somebody on to like ask some of the questions that we always wonder, you know. And
does she do porn or she just get nude?
Full porn.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a porn star on here. Remember we pissed her off?
Yeah. Well, Jimmy pissed her off.
Did he?
Yeah. So
for putting the wrong name.
And then I didn't get her. So she sent me the message on Discord that said, "Hey, on the podcast, iTunes, it has my porn name. Will you switch it my name?" And then like I didn't see it for 3 days, and because it was like we filmed it on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I saw it Monday.
Yeah.
And by the time I sent it to Jimmy and I sent her a message, she just didn't respond. I was like, uh-oh.
That was just me and you. We did it at my house.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. Well, what is it? Monday? Fuck.
Wait, what do you mean? Did I tweet at her? Would you laugh at it, or were you just shocked?
No, you didn't just tweet at her. It was followed. So like when I was posting some stuff on the Twitter, I just like full blown. Well, I saw the tweet first of a few days ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I saw her full blown nudes on the feed, like while I was eating breakfast with my family.
You might need to mute her until we get a follow back. Well, I think you have to follow somebody to get access to send DMs now.
It's different for everyone. It's some people have like for mine, I have it set to that. Like I have to follow you to send you a message. But like some people, it's just open. Because then when you're so famous, you just get so many messages left and right. New year, new us. This is our last time until next year.
New year, new us.
New year, new us.
200 plus episodes.
Yeah, I feel like we all need to take a line of Coke or something. We're a little slow on this Monday. It is a beautiful Monday out.
Dude, who's gonna be? You guys gonna be watching the Ninja event at Times Square? You gotta tune into that stream there, bud.
He's streaming.
Yeah, he's streaming from Times Square
at the ball drop.
What?
Literally in the building.
No way.
Tickets to go to that thing is like, yeah. You haven't seen the controversy?
No, I don't pay any attention to that shit.
No. This was the controversy was Twitch was advertising the event on other streamers' channels.
What?
So, it was like advertising like on your Twitch pre-rolls, like when you log into someone's channel to watch someone's channel, the little pre-roll ad will play, and it was all like advertising Ninja's stream.
Hey, well, I mean, they're getting paid though for that, right?
Yeah, but then the people were upset because they were gonna plan on streaming too. So now everyone's gonna go watch Ninja. Well, no, everyone was gonna watch Ninja anyway.
Speaking of Times Square, I read on Reddit today in the Today I Learned subreddit that people that go to Times Square for New Year's Eve, it's so congested. You basically are standing in one spot for 12 hours because that's how early you have to get there.
I just saw that.
So adults will wear adult diapers, and the kids will just use the street.
No way.
Why would you
Is that
even
really
put
that
yourself
worth it? Do
through
you really
that?
you really want to see it? Like, is that really that important? If someone told me like I went to Times Square, watched the ball drop, don't care.
Yeah. Well, I
I
would
don't
just.
even watch it on the TV.
All right.
It's I mean, nowadays there's so many like feet. Who cares? Like that's what they like fucking bank on. You know, like the ratings and shit are gonna be crazy to watch a damn ball drop for the new year. But seeing it in person sounds fucking terrible.
All right.
I wonder how many.
Seeing it
There's
on
got to be
TV?
people that just die during that. There has to be. Like just like what do you fucking do?
look.
Like hey, you just fucking crowd surf them out. Like there's literally nothing you can do. No vehicles or anything.
It's like so long or whatever. Imagine like you get like you trip and fall and get trampled on. They crowd surf you like 8 blocks to the hospital.
Dude, I mean, I don't want to fucking give anybody ideas, but if I was a terrorist, oh my god, like you could just annihilate people. That's probably like the one event because there's no like crowd control. Like you just
There's a lot of
fucking
places.
jam pack in there like sardines. Like
I'm
if
sure
I was
they I'm sure they close off that whole strip and
What is this place called? Times Square.
Times Square. Yeah. Look up Times Square security for New Year's.
well, they probably there's no way they can like
They probably don't advertise
you
that.
can't like refuse access to like I mean there's probably so many fucking ways to get through in and out. If I was a terrorist, man, it's just a fucking drone bomb, man. Like
Dude.
Yeah, but how are you
This
gonna
is-
get that in the airspace though?
No, this is funny.
Easily.
Not funny. This isn't funny.
fucking a mile down the road, you just fly it all the way in there, you know?
The second article is celebrating New Year's and New Year's Eve. There's counter drone technology this year because they were
Ah.
worried about people flying drones in last year. That's the second story on Google when I typed in Times Square, New York, New York East, New Year's Eve death. Yeah.
So you're probably not even allowed to have backpacks and shit, I would guess.
There's more than 1 million people who pack Times Square.
Per year?
That is insane. Yeah.
Why would you fucking I hate people in general, but why would you just sardine yourself into that? Sounds like a nightmare.
Sounds like a terrible, terrible day.
Well, dude,
Because
it's
there-
not like
it
it's not like
like-
it's good weather or anything either. Let's see what the weather is right now in New York.
Yeah, but you think like if you could just stroll on by like around 11:30 and watch the ball drop, but you have to be there for like 12 hours, just like.
And
what
like
do you do?
what, like the view probably your view probably sucks. Why don't you just watch it on TV?
Oh, okay. So right now it's 47 and raining there, right?
Yeah.
When it gets to 9 p.m., it drops to 45 degrees. I think that's 9 p.m. my time, which is midnight there.
Well,
So it's
let's
gonna
see
be-
here. Times Square live feed.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh man, New York Eve Times Square revealers fate will be wet, but it'll be the winds are down. Is what this article is saying. All right, so let's put this into.
There's one on YouTube right now. A live feed. Oh, it's not looking at anything though.
So, how much does the Seahawks Stadium hold? Seahawks Stadium holds.
Doesn't look like packed right now. There's definitely like people walking around.
All right,
Yeah,
Seattle
that's a
Seahawks
no for
Stadium
me.
holds. The Seahawks Stadium holds 72,000 people. When I was walking to get from our seats at the end of the second quarter, so it was halftime. When I was walking down the stairs and then to get it was side to side, basically bumper to bumper, people walking. That was with 72,000 people. But then I'm talking like I'm at a corner of a corner of a corner of a corner of the stadium. I was miserable. I cannot imagine 1 million people down Times Square. That's insane.
You're all
That is
fucking
stupid.
ass to dick on some old man that you don't even know.
So
Who's liking
to Burns' point of not moving, so that means you're bringing 12 hours worth of food. So you're eating what? A lunch meat sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, I had fun in New York. What'd you have for lunch? Some of the fine cuisine? No, I had a PB&J I packed that had ass sweat all over because I
As
had
I was stepping in somebody's shit.
People all over me.
Dude, there's
this
probably people that just
dog.
pull down their pants and shit.
You know, like yeah,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Can you imagine you're being sardine right there? Like, dude, this guy next to me is like pooping himself right now.
Yeah, like so. Have you ever been in like the middle seat of an airplane? Like it's 4 times worse. You got people probably 5. You got people on all 5 directions of you. Yeah, no, that's when I just fucking in the
And
middle.
For that reason, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Dude, someone has to poop in 12 hours. You're telling me right now that you're not gonna have to poop and you're gonna poop in an adult
And
diaper?
you gotta, if you're a
Dude, this-
professional at this, you're taking laxatives before you go, and you're cleaning yourself out before you get there.
I don't know if I'm taking laxatives before I go. Fuck, they didn't kick in yet.
This might be. We might have just discovered the biggest scam and dumbest thing that you can do, and that's this: go stand outside Times Square. Literally, I can't see one pro in this. For an Instagram video,
People
maybe?
are fucking sheep.
I don't even
man.
like going to like a busy bar.
Oh.
Neither do I. I don't,
I don't like
go
going to
busy
sporting
restaurants.
events. People are just fucking sheep. I mean, whatever. I guess some people are okay with it, but it seems just like so. Every year we go to Leavenworth, and at 7 o'clock every year during Christmas they do their lighting, and Leavenworth is like a small little like German base like mountain town, near us. And every single year we're like, we're not going to the lighting, and then we end up going. We sit in 2.5 hours of traffic, and we're only like 20 minutes away from it. We walk around, we're just sardine into everybody. You got people from all over like Seattle that just flock to this place. And every single year we're like, that was fucking gay. Like, why did we do that? But then we just keep doing it. Except this last year we didn't.
I wanted to read this article to you guys. I gotta make sure I pull up the right one. All right, here it is. This is from today. Well, it happened yesterday. This is from HuffPost. It's all over the news. Fitness YouTuber dies after being tased by police as he stabbed his Tinder date.
What?
Yeah,
I think it was after he stabbed, right? Not as he stabbed.
It says as.
Oh, yeah.
It said that the bodybuilder who shares fitness videos on YouTube died in custody after he was tased by police. The incident took place Thursday. When they called a disturbance, the cops arrived to find he was assaulting the 24-year-old woman with weapons, including a knife. The female victim
with weapons, including a knife, so he's like fucking stabbing her, and then takes a hammer and fucking. He came prepared.
There was something I wanted to read from this, but I don't remember. I don't think they might have took it out. I was reading it, and it was like, so the dude's 6'8", 300 pounds. And he was hit with a stun gun 4 times. He left the house, but 15 minutes later in the cop car, he died. How does that happen?
God damn. Luckily, he wasn't black. Jesus.
I don't get how someone that big gets stun gunned 4 times and then dies in the.
It's electrical. Maybe his heart. I mean, so it sounds like he was roid raging. So he probably didn't have the most healthy heart in the world. And so a little electrical fucked withness probably ignited something and put him out for the better, right? Because he was going to be in prison for a long time.
Yeah, so the Tinder girl is not dead. The girl he dated. But that's like an episode of SVU, man. I saw that headline and I clicked it, and then I couldn't put the math together on how he died. I was going to ask you guys that. Really somber story.
Yeah, probably fucked with his heart. Burns. Did you see the dude that he does a Scotch review while his wife of like 40 years is leaving him in the background? Yeah. Dude, did we talk about that last time?
No, we didn't, I don't think.
Why do I feel like I was explaining how... Oh, no, that was me and Colby doing a video. Never mind. But it was just fucking brilliant. But what me and Colby pretty much decided, like, that dude's the asshole in the relationship. Like, it's probably not her fault. It's probably the fucking dude's fault because
imagine you gotta imagine it's the dude's fault. You think if he actually like cared about this girl, like he's doing a Scotch review while the woman's packing her bags. He's probably like loving it.
Yeah, not even just like a completely unrealistic trying to piss her off Scotch review. He's giving a real full blown descriptive, in depth Scotch review. That's like if Rachel's like leaving me right now, I'm like, all right, bye, and just fucking keep doing the show, It's like, all right, I'm the asshole in the relationship, But everybody, we're like, God, he's such a savage. And we started thinking, we're like, he is probably just the ultimate dick.
It probably is.
I mean, you got to think too. Like we talked about the commitment to this guy. Like he's not like he was pulling decent views or anything, and he just stuck with it, and he kept grinding it, and like what you're doing as the Scotch expert like isn't easy. Like you're getting a buzz
Yeah.
every night. Like I'm sure he's the dick of the relationship. Like,
Well, he makes like multiple videos a day. Like he's starting to like compete with Jimmy on like who can post the most shit in one day. But and he's been doing, because the video we didn't realize was actually from 2013, and this motherfucker like every single day like multiple reviews of alcohol. So we're like, yeah, you're the fucking asshole, man. Sorry.
Hey, gotta give the guy props though. Took his alcoholism and turned it into a career, right?
remember the Shoe Nice guy?
What's up with
Yeah.
him, dude? He fell off the rocker.
I think someone looked it up on. I think when me and Burns
I
did the
bet you
show,
he still
we looked him
posts.
up.
Let's see. I used to talk to that guy, and then I think I figured out he's a full-blown psychopath.
He only has 34,000 subs on this channel, and its first video was a month ago, so I don't think this is
Oh.
the main one.
Well, it probably got deleted. Poor guy. Oh,
So here's his old
he went
ones.
live. He went live 2 days ago and got no views, it says. Poor guy. No, he posted 2 days ago.
I know, but his first video on there, that channel is only a month old.
Like the...
So this says, this is like the.
I see what you're saying.
The R YouTube says that he had his channel permanently deleted from YouTube. He blames it on a guy named Ted Beirus, but I can't find the story. And then this says that he got. Oh, here's all these videos. I'm not reading all this. But yeah, this just says that he had multiple issues with his old YouTube channel, and they deleted it.
What if you were just locked into that?
Speaking of super dicks right now, I just grabbed this thing off Reddit right now. It's about an Alabama sheriff. He was in trouble for something similar, and I'll go over what he did before and now what he did now. So I guess in Alabama, if you have a surplus of funds at the end of the year, you actually get to decide what to do with that money. And so this Alabama sheriff he took money that was supposed to be used to feed prisoners, and he used it to buy a house, $750,000.
No way. In Alabama, that's like.
Yeah, he just kept the money, and now there was supposed to be like ICE, the federal department ICE, the people that detain illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
So there was supposed to be money to feed the people that were being detained until they either processed them into the U.S. or deported them. Dude kept 1.5 million from that same guy.
God damn.
Way. And he has a $750,000 house, and then he now has 1.5 million. Did he say what he did with that, or just
there was he might be in trouble for that because those are federal funds, but I guess in the state funds there's like a budget loophole where you can do whatever you want with the money if there's some left over.
That's crazy.
So he probably tries to go cheap on super cheap on every little thing all throughout the year, so you can take home a big 6-figure bonus, almost 7 figures.
Matt, how did you even fucking get it? Because, when I, started off making, decent money, okay money, and then with the website we started making, really good money. How do you fucking hide the fact that you just had a $1.5 million bonus, if you're that guy and you go buy a Ferrari, people might be like, something's fucking off here, what do you...
in Alabama.
What could you possibly do with that money? It's okay, you can't even buy $1 million house, because people are gonna be like, that's fucking weird.
It's so crazy how the state, this one right now is a federal, so you're probably in trouble for that. But the state law and the budget was just not defined well enough, because you figure as if you're a business and you have a surplus, that just goes right back to the company and they give you a smaller budget the next year.
Yeah,
they're just dude, take it and do what you want with it. I guess it's mine.
Dude, $750,000 just on a mansion. I just blows my mind, because did he just buy all? What are you buying the whole thing at once? You would imagine you get a $750,000 house and just put a down payment down.
Yeah, but it's legal. He can keep it.
That's just unreal. What an idiot! And what Kyle said, what are you gonna do with 1.5 million in Alabama and act like you're gonna fit in? You're gonna get caught, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of Alabama, it's kind of near Arkansas, right? Jimmy's
Yep.
going to Italy.
Yeah, he said he's gonna take a little travel.
I seen it, man.
We're gonna, you know what he's gonna do though? I can feel a travel blog channel coming up.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Travels. There it is. Chaos Travels. That's the YouTube name.
That's when he's
Bet
gonna
on it.
change the
Bet.
silent gamer to that.
Yeah.
JK, love you, Jimmy. Faggot.
Kyle, go pick up the youtube.com/chaos travels. Sell it to him.
Tell it to him, yeah.
Oh,
I think
no,
it'd be tough to be a travel vlogger in all reality because, like, you would never have fun in a way. Like, you'd always have to be thinking, like, I have to do this for my like, if you were paying for it, if you were like a famous one, like, who was
where
making
you're getting paid out the ass for
yeah. But if you were like up and coming, you know, and it was like your family trip and you got like 2 kids and your wife, and you have to try and like squeeze, okay, I got to make sure I get my GoPro set up, have a drone shot here,
Yeah.
get on the jet ski and drive by this camera. And then like, all right, now everyone's asleep. It's, you know, 10 at night. I want to relax. Nope. I got to edit all this footage.
Yeah.
Like, to do a travel vlog,
It's a lot of
you have to
work.
Casey Neistat it. Like,
He's not even gonna have fun if he does that.
oh no, you.
I mean, what if they love doing that stuff? What if that's their favorite part is like the editing? You know, like there are some people like that. But
oh yeah, I'm just saying that'd be so hard. Like you would never actually really have the vacation because you'd always be like, oh damn, here I go. Let's go ride
Bye.
this banana boat.
sorry, people are here. Dude, Rachel's about to give birth. I'm gonna live stream that.
On the show.
What you do?
Rachel, when are you due? When are you due? Sorry, see, I act like you didn't hear me. I think she's due like sometime next week.
Oh, so any day.
Yeah, but she's hurting big time. She looks terrible too.
She's gonna.
I'm kidding. No, you stay out there. I love you. He's got his face squished on the. No. Go play. Get square. Get. All right, he doesn't. Bye. Man, kids are fucking weird.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of low key this Monday morning. I've been hitting some ZQuil before I go to sleep, just to. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and just lay there for 3 hours watching TV. So I'm like, I'll just take a little ZQuil swig, and hot damn, like it puts me out, and I just have such a deep sleep.
Yeah, see, I used to do that with melatonin before the baby was born, and then like 2 months in, I was like, I can't like be out cold. What if I don't hear something?
Yeah.
And now
Right.
I finally got back to normal, where it's like I don't need the melatonin, but I'm the same way. Where some nights I'm just like, man, I could probably be doing something right now, but I'm
Yeah,
just,
you
like,
don't want to get up, but you definitely aren't going to go to sleep anytime soon.
I think what's good with ZQuil, I've done ZQuil, like had ZQuil before. It's not as like, I know people who will take melatonin will say it's not habit forming, but dude, I'll tell you right now, like it is very habit forming. Like I would be sitting there, like I'm not going to use it. And I'd be like restless for 10 minutes and be like, well, I tried. Here we go. Like,
Yeah.
another gummy. And then like,
I just can't do like, so I used to like get up. I would be up at my computer till like 1:30, 2 in the morning, you know, a lot of nights. I can't do that anymore. I mean, that just totally fucks you up.
I can't like sit at my computer as long as I used to. I
Yeah.
used to be able to like just have my laptop out and like we would be making posts and stuff. I would just have my laptop on my lap for like 6 hours, just always constantly going. Now it's like I'll start editing something, then like I'll go walk around for a little bit, and I'll come back, and then I'm way more productive that way. I think
Yeah.
when I would grind, I wouldn't grind. I would just sit there and waste 3 hours and then work 3 hours, but it would
Yeah.
take 6 hours to do it.
Once you hit the 30s, man, you can't just sit like that all day.
Oh, for
Wait
real,
till you have
dude.
kids, Burns. How old are you again, Burns? 32?
Yeah.
Why do I always think that you were older?
I don't know.
It wasn't just your birthday to turn 32?
Huh?
Did you just have a birthday?
Nah, dude, my birthday's in February.
Oh, so you're gonna be 33.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, when's the bachelor party? Are we going on a cruise? What's the plan?
Yeah, you guys coming?
Well, where is it? Is it in Minnesota?
Probably.
Why don't we go to Vegas?
Why don't we go to Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, I could probably be talked into Minnesota if it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a great time, dude.
Speaking
like
of
going to
Minnesota,
basketball.
how about them fucking Vikings?
You know
Wow.
what? I'm just not surprised. You know, I told you guys, Minnesota doesn't.
Dude,
Kirk
game.
Cousins is a flamer, man.
he cannot beat a good quarterback or a good team. His
Yeah,
record
they
is
were
now
they were
1.
like they were like 0-12 against teams with like a winning record this year or something like that.
What's crazy is the Bears, like, didn't need to play that game. You know, like nothing would have changed if they won or lost. And
I think that was a mistake on their part, though, because now they have to play the Eagles, right?
I don't think anything that they did. Oh, you think they should have let the Vikings in and then played the Vikings?
Yeah,
game
because the Vikings are definitely a shittier team.
than the Eagles. I see what you're saying. But what I was going to is, then the first quarter, it almost seemed like the Bears' game plan was like, hey, we'll roll out like our guys the first quarter and see how things are going. The Vikings just showed no life, and they're like, well, we might as well beat the shit out of them. Like, they didn't do anything.
They like didn't they bring their backup in to start the second half, and then they were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna gut punch him now."
Yeah, then they put Mitch back in. Well, so
Really?
yeah, Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, and Taylor Gabriel, none of them finished the game or even like the second half. So the Bears went down there and beat them with like their 4th, 5th, and 6th wide receivers. I can't even name one of them. And I watch a lot of football. Like, that's funny.
You know what's crazy? Only a Minnesota sports team could get considerably better. Their offensive line was better, their secondary was better, their quarterback was better, and they had a significantly worse record.
They added Sheldon Richardson to the defense. That was
the defense
best
even
defense
got better
last year. That's very interesting. You have to fire your coach, right?
The owner said they're not making any changes in the front office.
That's because they also just signed Kirk Cousins for $84 million.
Right?
Dude, there was a picture that Ken sent me, or sent all of our group chat. It was like, it was like Stafford, Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo, and there's one more. It's the 6 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and none of them made the playoffs.
That's crazy.
6, the 0 for 6.
Once you're just like dubbed as like that franchise quarterback, like that's just massive fucking throbbing boner.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and
here,
also it's all the money that they don't get for other players now. Like
Yeah.
$84 million means that
that's a big
there's-
chunk.
That's that's like a small contract though compared to the other ones. Like maybe not
Yeah, I
on
mean,
a
this
yearly
one's only-
basis.
this one's only 3 years.
Yeah.
What's the craziest stat I saw about the Vikings season was they were the only team in the entire NFL this year to not have a game-winning drive.
oh jeez, that's weird.
I just don't understand like what their process was with Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's just an 8-8 quarterback. Even with like
Yeah.
Washington, I mean, what did he necessarily do?
I
Like,
mean, he threw 30 touchdowns, only had 10 picks this season, so it's not like he's a bad quarterback.
yeah,
But-
but how did he do against good teams?
Yeah, bad
Yeah,
against good teams.
none.
He
Never
doesn't play
win.
well against good teams. Yeah.
Because I was
Prime
looking at the
game.
stats for the game. It was I don't know. He was like 7 of 12, which isn't bad, but it was like 80 yards.
Yeah, I think he finished with 92 yards before that like last drive.
Their offensive line was really bad this year too.
I'm pretty excited to watch the old Seahawks though, because it's kind of just questionable for them. They play shitty against shitty teams and good against good teams, especially like primetime playoff games, which like primetime
You guys
games they've
play.
done
No,
very
you guys
well.
Play
play
Dak.
this week.
They played Dak.
Yeah, which we beat them, but
It's the thing that's fun about the Seahawks this year is we could very easily have this conversation next Monday after the game, and they could lose by 35, and I wouldn't be like, "Oh wow, that was sad and shocking." Like, they're very, very good, like Kyle said, against like good teams, but they also sometimes scare me to where I'm like, "This team is terrible." Like yesterday,
the
I'm like,
offense
maybe-
was just fucking dog shit.
But then all of a sudden it will just run. They'll run crazy. They'll look awesome. And it's just like, wow, this is sweet. But they had 2 punts blocked by the Cardinals, who are the first pick in next year's draft, a.k.a. the worst team in football.
Wouldn't they have had? Oh well, then actually before they had that fucking fumble return for a touchdown that got called off on a super questionable hold.
Oh, yeah.
But,
A defensive hold on the other side of the ball.
yeah, because he just the receiver ran by him and he just barely touched him, and they called it holding. So
All right, Super Bowl pick winners right now: AFC, NFC, and champion. And then I'm sure that will probably wrap it up.
I'm gonna say Super Bowl will be Chicago.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
I got a
Because
surprise.
I think
one for my-
I think they could. Didn't they already beat the Rams, or they beat New Orleans?
they beat New Orleans, I
They
think.
beat Nor.
Yeah, that's my dark horse pick
I have my
to
dark
be
horse
in the
pick
Super
today.
Bowl versus the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are the safest bet. Go ahead, Burns.
I'm gonna go Saints and Chiefs.
That's what I think. If I was Vegas right now, that's who I'd pick as the favorites. I wouldn't count the Rams out completely. I think
it'll be Rams Saints in the.
I think when
NFC.
the Rams had that game versus the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, and they had that huge game, and then they lost to the Saints. I want to say the next week. I feel like they were 9-1 at that time, or 10-1 or
Yeah.
whatever. And I feel like they started to look really bad. But I feel like their coach is smart enough that he was just like, hey, we're gonna run 1/3 of our playbook and just not show anything. So I think they could
Well,
come.
they've looked like shit the last 3 or 4 games. So maybe that. But I feel like
Until this
Chicago going
yeah.
to New Orleans would be tough for them. But that's my dark horse: Chicago and the Chiefs.
So I'm gonna go on this side. I'm gonna go just to be different. I'll go Rams. Rams beat the Saints to go into it. But on the AFC, I'm going Ravens. I'm picking
Ooh.
Baltimore, dude.
You know who would be like the Texans also have looked great.
I
times.
think the Texans could beat Kansas City. I think the Texans can beat the Patriots. I think they can beat anybody. But that's what I think about the Ravens too. I feel like their defense is so good and their offense is so weird.
Yeah.
That, like, it's the opposite of the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs are gonna go 1, 2, 3 plays. If they don't score, they don't score. Next time they're gonna try and smack you like the next 3 big plays. If they don't get it, they don't get it.
Yeah.
But most of the time they get it. The Ravens are like, hey, we're gonna run the ball, then we're gonna run it, and then we're gonna run it, and then we're gonna run it. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna keep running it. And it's been working.
I got a dark horse pick, and I want you to hear me out on it. Okay, it's gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. Okay, there's gonna be an investigation by the NFL in before this week gets to Sunday and Saturday.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be revealed that the Green Bay Packers were cheating in that Week 2 game, and the Vikings are gonna have a chance to kick a field goal, and instead of the tie, it's gonna be a win. The Eagles are no longer in it. Vikings are on the table. There you go.
Oh, that's deep
Okay.
and pretty much impossible.
What if it came true though?
Then
we talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
but even if they
oh,
got into the
sure.
playoffs, the chances of them winning one game are very slim. Yet alone,
But you gotta think the momentum of getting just an out of left field miraculous.
What if they missed the field goal though, Burns?
So they're just gonna give it to them, all right?
Oh, I see.
they cheated, but that would mean they cheated throughout the whole year. So all the teams who played the Packers
played
and
them
would beat
get a
them
The
got to win.
investigation's gonna reveal it was just that game. You see where I'm going?
Oh, okay.
Wait, even if they cheated though, so even when the Patriots cheated, they didn't give the Colts the win, right? I don't believe.
No.
Deflategate.
But it's gonna be really tough because the investigation's not probably gonna conclude until Friday, and the Vikings already cleared out their locker rooms, and the players are probably already gone. So they're gonna have to come together real quick. But
No,
I think
dude.
I think
They're
they
gonna
can
bring out the replacements, Joe or Flacco. What's his name? What's his name in the movie? Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
But it's not Flacco. That's Joe Flacco. It's Falco.
Falco.
This just in, Ken is on his way over. Colby, were you reading the text?
No, my phone was buzzing over here, but it's
He's coming over, playing Fortnite, and I'm making steaks.
ooh, nice.
Are you in or are you out?
I'm not, I can't. No, I can't. I have to finish work before 2. I gotta take off.
Fuck!
I'm going to a place called Feast. Feast is an all-you-can-eat buffet. We have a what's it called? Coupon. So we're gonna go there. Well, not me. My wife's dad has a coupon, so he's been
going to the Wild game tonight, boys.
Oh, he's back. He's back on the Wild train.
Well, they were.
By the way, I like that T-Wolf's beanie.
You like that? My brother gave me that.
It's actually a pretty sweet little logo change.
Yeah, right.
Will shit on my dick. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Have a happy New Year.
everyone.
It's just a Monday New Year's show. Come on, we're not back to reality yet. Give
Hey,
us
can
a
you
break.
title it the thing you said, Kyle? New Year, new us.
It's not the New Year yet.
You could say Black Box or Bird Box is a terrible movie.
Bird
Yeah,
Box
there you go.
blows.
Bird Box blows. There you go.
Alrighty, have a good one there.
Bye, dudes.
Bye.
Bye.